In full swing, and plenty of kids are seeing the aches and the pains, cropping up. But how do you know what's minor or what's major? How do you treat it? Joining us with some answers, we've got Dr. Drew Burleson from Beacon Orthopaedics and Sports Medicine this morning. Doctor, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
Bob, thank you very much for having me this morning.
I think it's one of those things, and it just a dad thing with me. Sometimes the kids come in and somehow it just doesn't feel right. I want to go, just rub some dirt, rub some dirt on it. You'll be okay. Right. But there really is sort of a fine line, I think, between wanting them to tough something out and something you really need to go look at.
That's definitely the case. I mean, we see, that every kid's a little bit different, and there are some kids who are more willing to speak out about their injuries they have, and some who are just try to play through these things. And one of the things we try to encourage, with the players, the kids, their parents, and the coaches is just an open line of communication. Just making sure that they're able to come out and speak to their whoever's taking care of them and say, like, listen, this is something that's not right. There's a pain I'm having. So we try to emphasize the fact that, these kids should be playing pain-free. And if they're having any type of pain, they're limping, or they're not able to participate in like the levels they normally are, these are the type of things that you really want to get checked out by a medical professional.
Do you find that there are more injuries beginning of the season when they're getting back in shape, or wear and tear by the end of the season?
There's different types of injuries, and we do see these kids who get into things a little bit too quickly earlier on in the season.
Yeah.
But like this time of the year, we start to see these chronic overuse type of injuries where they may be playing more than one sport. They're playing on multiple teams where they're using these same muscles over and over again. So this type of year, it's very common to see these overuse type of injuries, and it's one of those things that we really put some emphasis on. Trying to make sure you're training properly, you're using the right techniques, and you're also getting warmed up and stretching properly as well.
And you mentioned one of the things I think is so important. There's really no downtime anymore.
Right.
There is no between seasons. There's always something going on, and sometimes multiple things going on. And I've heard that there are more injuries because of that. Kids they're trying to throw that curveball too early, and there's no real break in that. You know what I mean? There's a break when they throw the ball, but they don't get a chance to relax any of those muscles, I guess.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, we're seeing a lot more of sports specialization, which is just basically kids playing one sport, at multiple teams at the same time, and playing that sport continuously throughout the course of the year. So we try to encourage like some cross training where you're playing multiple different sports and using different sort of muscles and joints, and not putting the same stress on those same joints over and over again.
Yeah, no need to specialize maybe when you're 10, right? You can wait a little longer, because I've heard that too. If it's just soccer all the time, soccer, it's the same muscles.
Exactly. I mean, especially at the young age, you don't necessarily know what those sports these kids are going to enjoy and what they're going to be good at. So I think it's nice to expose them to a wide breadth of different sports and see what they like and what they pick up.
All right, Dr. Drew, thanks so much for coming in this morning.
All right, thank you for having me.
We certainly do appreciate it. Sheila, we'll send it over to you.